Keep your eye out tomorrow on my Twitter at Mark Goldbridge and the United Stand Twitter for the launch of the United Stand website. Christmas present to you all. Mark. Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It is Manchester United versus Colchester United in the Carabao Cup. So how are we all doing? I hope you're doing very, very well. We're live, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, that we're actually live. I've got my glasses on because I'm feeling tired, so I'll probably keep them on for the duration, but we'll see how we go. How are we all doing anyway? I hope you're doing very, very well. A week today, we'll all be stuffed by a turkey in our tummy, not the other way. That would be just, we don't want to talk about stuff like that. It's Christmas. But team news is in, just to let you know. Contracts are down to the banker, says Michael Jones. Yep, the banker that begins with W. I'm not calling him that name, I mean his name's Woodward. That's a good line from now on. Our chairman, the banker that begins with W. It works both ways. It works both ways. Yes, we like that. Well done. Although you didn't really come up with the line, I did, but you did serve it up. 7 on Christmas Day night. What will you be doing? I tell you what, I'll be saying, get the turkey sandwiches out. Oh, haven't you had too much dinner? No, it's the one night of the year where you can have a nice buffet with turkey sandwiches and some stuffing on it. Get them out. Get them out. Why don't you get it? Because I'm sat here relaxing, having a few beers, and it's Christmas Day night now. Go and get the stuff. Share it, and then we'll hopefully get... You can share it on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll hopefully get more people. Bloody hell. Delit's got a picture with him and his missus. Christmas dinner, he's called it. Rude. Filth. That's filth. Look, see if I can show you. That's the picture of him and his missus. And then he's put Christmas dinner and a bush. Oh no, it's a tree. Anyway. Got DT sending me DMs. Twice. Ollie really is desperate. And Mark looks like Woodward. No, I don't. You're wrong. I do not look like Ed Woodward. You're absolutely wrong. You'd rather be in it than not in it, though, wouldn't you? I mean, look at Arsenal. They've got nothing to do apart from twiddle their thumbs or other things and get excited about a Poundland Pep. But we have got a game of football. Ricky's already screen recording Matic, says Jay Sanchez, making compilations on his world-class runs. I mean, look. I'm going to keep saying this. I'll be very surprised if Manchester United don't win this game. But look, even if we can't break them down in the first half, they're a League Two side. Their fitness levels will be nothing like our fitness levels, because that is something that changes drastically by each league you go up. It breaks my heart. I've jinxed him. Tweeted out, Rashford looks like he's on fire tonight, and ever since then he's missed 2 chances. I don't show you why we always play with the... What is Matter's job at United, says Kristen Stoker? He's chief blog writer. 2.5 minutes to half time. Bloody hell. How are we not in front? Mark doesn't go to United games because he's afraid of United fans. Yeah, every time I've been, which is 5 times in the last year, I stand outside Hotel Football with thousands of fans behind me. I don't go to games because we do watch-alongs, is the honest answer. So there you go. Shove your capital letters up your arse and enjoy your Christmas. Ollie is playing with... Because then you can do triangles. You can knock it to Mata, you could knock it to Martial, and you know, we're just playing so basic because we're not breaking those lines. And triangle passing has been around for years. And we don't do it because it's always side, side, side and looking for a worldy forward pass that you don't need to do. How can we not win this game? It's only because we're crap that we're not winning that game, because Colchester haven't done a thing and they're only going to get more tired in the second half. So how could Colchester ever win this game of football? And I know people will be going, please, I hope they do win so I can clip that off. But seriously, even if they did go and win it, I would be like, how have they won that game? They've done nothing. They're not good enough. I think their manager... (1-0) Marcus Rashford, game over. That's it. Simple as that. On the break. Rashford, game over. catching Colchester on the break. Well, it's hilarious, isn't it? I mean, it's 1-0 to Manchester United. That's the main thing. Get through, get into the Carabao Cup semi-final. I told you Marcus Rashford wasn't having a bad game. I just think things weren't going right for him. So it's a good finish from Rashford. But it all comes from Manchester United hitting Colchester on the break, which you just couldn't write it, because we cannot deal with the low block. But Colchester have an attack themselves. And then obviously what do United do? What we're so good at doing, hitting teams on the break. And look, there's people in the live comments saying doesn't solve the problem. We've just, Colchester have been naive, and they have, but it is just catching a team on the break. It's what we do. Counter attack again, says Jay Singh. Bloody hell. Welcome to Camo Mango 1704, our latest member of the United Stand Members Club. He's going to go crazy. Yeah, Matic did get the assist. Let's give him a 5-year contract. I don't know what people want me to say. Matic got an assist. Are you saying that we should keep him now because he managed to do something that he's actually paid to do? I think he's crap. I'd sell him tomorrow for a packet of Pringles, but fair play to him. He got an assist. What do you want me to do? I mean, he's crap. Like, he's playing against Colchester and he's got an assist. So what? He's a shit footballer. 2-0, cross from Greenwood. Marcus Rashford, 2-0. I mean, second half, United have come out and put this game to bed, which is what I thought would happen. It's what happened against AZ Alkmaar. We seem to twist and shout. Twist and shout. We seem to twist and shout a bit, Manchester United, don't we? We're either crap in the first half and then we come alive in the second half, or we're good in the first half and we fall asleep in the second half. We never get the 90-minute performance. But look, for me, the main thing is getting into that Champions League draw, getting into that Carabao Cup semi-final draw. And it's 3-0 now. It's 3-0 now. It's Anthony Martial. And Anthony Martial gets his goal. My boy, Anthony Martial for Manchester United. Keep your eye out tomorrow on my Twitter at Mark Goldbridge and the United Stand Twitter for the launch of the United Stand website. Christmas present to you all. Mark, love the channel. There's a lot of games in January. We know in February there will, because that's when the Europa League comes back. We've got to sign midfielders in January. If we don't sign midfielders in January, we're screwed. There's too many bloody games. And what we learnt today is that Matic and Mata might be able to turn it on for a little bit against Colchester. But you can't just rely on Fred McTominay and maybe Pogba when you've got games every 3 or 4 days for 4 months. We've got to sign midfielders in January, 100%. And if we don't, then we're going to fail, because we are a tale of two halves, and we might be a tale of two halves of the season. And the only way we're going to combat that is through consistency and more quality and depth. And we've got to sign midfielders. Who will it be? I don't know a midfielder. And talking about strikers, where are all the people saying that Martial's shit and lazy? Because I want you to come out of wherever the hole is that you've gone and hidden. Because tonight, you saw a very similar performance from Anthony Martial as what you saw against Everton. Yet he scores a goal, so people will go, oh, well, he scored his goal tonight. At least he got his goal. He actually was working hard. He did exactly the same tonight as what he did against Everton. But people who don't understand football will go, well, he scored a goal. He's learning. He's listening to us calling him lazy. He did exactly the same thing. Never stopped running, made intelligent runs, held the ball up, and was trying to make things happen with a midfield that was doing sod all for him until we got that first goal. So I thought Martial played really, really well tonight. And what people don't understand about Martial, and I keep saying this and saying it and saying it, is, and we are keeping an eye out on the draw as well. What I would say is about in relation to Martial, in the first half, go back and watch it. I don't need to watch this game again, but there was 2 occasions where Pereira pinged the ball over the top. Rashford should have got in and scored. Greenwood nearly got in and scored. How do you think that space is created for them to make their diagonal sprint to end centrally with nearly a one-on-one from a long ball from Pereira? It's because Martial's pulling the centre-backs out. And I didn't feel sorry for Colchester. They're mid-table League 2 side. And what happens is, I felt that the Colchester manager tactically knew how to deal with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but what he didn't have was the quality of players to do it. We've got way better players than Colchester, but tactically he knew what to do. And eventually the quality was going to shine out. But I didn't think it would shine out in the way it did. Colchester also almost got a nosebleed. Oh, we've nearly scored. Then United just went bang. Plan A, what we're so good at. We've seen it against Chelsea. We've seen it against Man City. We are so good at hitting teams on the break when they try and attack us. And United must have been like licking their lips. Colchester have an attack, right, bang. Even Matic thought he was Pogba for a moment. Feeds it to Rashford on the break. We score 1-0 and it's game over. And then Colchester have to stretch a bit. We get the second and third goals, and then they're like, we don't want to get humiliated, so we'll go back to the low block. We can't get back into this game. And that's one holding midfielder against, and it is Manchester United versus Manchester City, back of the net. Very happy with that. I'm over the moon with that. I'm so happy that, let's just talk about that for a minute. I'm so happy that we've got Manchester City. Really happy. So happy. I'm over the moon. That is so exciting. That first leg is right at the start of the year. January, transfer window is open. January, Manchester City twice. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving that. And I'll tell you what though, Man City will be loving that because they got absolutely humiliated by us at their own ground a couple of weeks ago. They're going to get early chance for revenge over 2 legs. So, but this is what football's all about.